Hey guys, I'm now Michela Muhanko. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, welcome. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. So today, I'm just going to be telling you guys a little bit about my first week of internship. I started my internship, guys, and my first week was quite something. But anyway, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. So if you're still interested to know about what happened in my first week, keep watching. So, I received a call from the biggest teaching hospital in our country, and I was told there's a job offer to work there as an intern in the pediatrics department. I was excited. I didn't expect it really. I was excited. And I told my husband about it, who was equally excited. So we just rushed to the place, got my job offer letter and all that stuff, filled in stuff, read my contract, and processed papers in 2 days. So that was a Thursday, and I'm told that I have to report on a Monday. Yes, on a Monday. So Monday comes, and the first thing that hits me in the morning is fear. First of all, I had heard so much about this place, you guys. People had crazy experiences, and it's a lot of work. I mean, it's the biggest hospital. A lot of people trust the place, so you expect that you're going to be working more than you would work in other places. So I am scared, imposter syndrome again. So anyway, I'm told we are waiting to meet the head of clinical care. So it wasn't just me, it was me and a couple of friends because we were starting at the same time. So we're sitting and waiting 2 hours. Nobody comes. 3 hours, 4 hours, and I'm still shaking. So at this point, I decide to try and read a few things, try to get acquainted, just to remember some things that I had learned. Common things are common. I'm sure medical people know what that means. So anyway, I try to read. I cannot understand anything. I just close my phone and I just start thinking, trying to center myself. Next thing, a man walks in, and he's the head of clinical care. And I feel like him talking to us changed everything for me, because I was in that place super scared. I just felt like I wasn't good enough. I was wondering what was I even going to do if I was told to see a patient, a child, for the first time, because I'm in the pediatrics department. And I honestly feel that if I had started with the adult side of things, it would have been way much easier for me. I wasn't going to feel as scared, because I think for adults, not that it's straightforward, but certain things are really standard. Children are delicate, and their consultants and their doctors are very serious and very cautious about how you handle them. So I had so much fear around that. So anyway, the head of clinical care of pediatrics enters the room, and in that moment, I'm not even sure what to think, because I'm already scared. And this man just looks, well, he doesn't look too serious. He looks like someone you can actually have a conversation with. But anyway, so he sits down, and the first thing he says is, I know right now you are scared. You are probably shaking. Don't. No one expects you to know everything on the first day. You have to remember that you are an intern because you are still learning. You were learning for 7 years, but you've upgraded. You have enough information to actually see patients, come up with a diagnosis, and formulate your modes of treatment and all that. But you are under internship. So meaning there's people above you, people that know more than you do. And these are the people that are going to help you. They're going to guide you. So he really helped me to just center myself. So that conversation is done, and he tells us that we're going to start the next day. So we come the next day. He asked that we come at 8 a.m. So we come the next day, and we meet one of the registrars, that places people in different departments. Because whilst you're in pediatrics, for the hospital where I'm working, we have different units. So we have general units and we have specialized units. So I really wanted to start with the general unit, and thank God I started with the general unit. I just wanted to have an idea of common conditions, just really get exposed before I can go into a specialized unit. So anyway, I'm sent into a general unit, and I don't know the people I'm going to be working with. So of course I'm a little bit tense. But then I arrive and these people are kind of friendly. I'm like, oh, okay, these people kind of nice. And when I arrived, I think I was the only female. The others were still working elsewhere. So everyone was coming to gather up and start their post-admission round. So I'm the only girl there, and there's like three men. And I'm shaking and I'm praying I'm not the only girl in this group. I hope I'm not the only girl in this group. So others come and I feel a little bit more comfortable. But anyway, so I went through my first day. They just asked me to do a few things because it was my first day. And now I have an understanding that I don't expect them to think that I know everything. So they were actually very kind. They would ask me also, do you understand how to do this? Do you know how to do this? And where I don't know, they really, really did guide me. So if you're starting your internship, if you're done with med school and you're about to start your internship, don't freak out, guys. You don't know everything. No one expects you to know everything. Even your consultants did not know everything when they started their internship. So no one expects you to know everything. And then another thing that really helped me was being kind to the people I'm working with, not just my fellow doctors, no, but the nursing staff, everyone I have to work with, the clerks, whoever is around me, be very kind to them. I found that the people I would also learn so much from are the nurses, guys. Those people, they know what they're doing. For example, if an emergency comes, they know what to start with. I know you're the doctor, you're probably going to be the one leading the team. You'll be asking people to do various things because it's an emergency, so it's teamwork. But to be honest, the nurses know so much. They know so much. So be kind to them. Where you are unsure, do not feel scared to ask them. Do not be too proud to ask them, otherwise you will not learn. So I learned that it was better for me to humble myself and learn from everyone around me. That made my first week so much easy. And I also had some fear around making a wrong diagnosis, coming up with maybe the wrong treatment plan. And this is why you have your seniors. This is why you have your registrars and why you have your consultants again. So when we're on call and we're seeing patients coming in for the first time, some are coming back for review, but we're mostly seeing outpatients. So patients come and I clerk the patient and I put down what I think the diagnosis is and I come up with a treatment plan. The thing is this, you will not always get it right. You might miss it, you might be close. The most important thing is consult. Do not feel like you have to do everything on your own. Consult your seniors. Every time I made a diagnosis for the first times, I would go back to my senior and present the case and tell them, this is what I think the diagnosis is and this is how I feel like we should treat the patient. If the patient requires admission, I would also say that, and they would correct me. Generally, I am very open to criticism, to correction. I'm very open to it, especially if it's coming from someone that I know has my best interest at heart and someone that is kind. It's very easy for me. So I was very open. There's times when I did get the diagnosis wrong, when I missed the mark, and I was corrected and just told, okay, so when you see a patient with such symptoms, yes, I know you think this, but then maybe try to also think in this direction, try to exclude this other diagnosis. So it's a whole lot, but my people really made my first week quite easy. It wasn't the easiest, but it was fairly easy. And now I've been in this department for about a month and a half, and I feel like I'm actually getting better, much, much better. I don't have to consult on everything because really common things are common. It's the same thing that they tell us in med school when you're writing exams. Common things are common. If you're studying for an exam, you always start with the most common things. So even when you start your internship, you will probably see the same cases every other week. And because you're seeing the same cases, you're going to be more and more comfortable. You will know how to treat the patient when they come. You know what questions to ask. You gain more confidence. So if you're starting your internship, guys, do not worry. Do not be scared. I know it's nerve-wracking, but you will get the hang of it. No one is perfect. No one knows everything on the first day. So don't worry. Just be kind to yourself. Calm down. And don't forget to study whilst you're doing your internship. We'll see you in the next video.